The San Francisco 49ers are facing another week of adversity as they prepare for their upcoming clash with the Los Angeles Rams. What was already expected to be a challenging game has taken a sharp turn as the team will be without several key players. The biggest headline is that quarterback Brock Purdy has officially been ruled out due to a turf toe injury. Purdy's absence significantly alters the offensive outlook for San Francisco, considering how instrumental he has been in managing Kyle Shanahan's system. The team will now turn to Mac Jones, who will get his third start of the season. Jones has been serviceable in his previous appearances, but replacing Purdy's rhythm, accuracy, and leadership is no small task. This development places added pressure on the offensive unit, which is already dealing with significant injuries at wide receiver and tight end. Adding to the team's woes, rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall will also miss the game. Pearsall has been dealing with a knee issue, and the decision was made to sit him out for this divisional matchup. Losing him reduces the depth and creativity of the passing game, especially since Jauan Jennings has also been ruled out with ankle and rib problems. The 49ers are now left scrambling to adjust their wide receiver rotation, and much of the burden will fall on depth players and the running backs to pick up the slack. Without Purdy, Jennings, or Pearsall, the chemistry and playmaking ability of the offense takes a substantial hit, which the Rams will certainly look to exploit. The injury bug does not stop there. Defensive lineman Robert Beal Jr. is sidelined with an ankle problem, while defensive back Jordan Watkins is out with a calf injury. These defensive losses could open up opportunities for the Rams' offense to capitalize, especially in the passing game. The 49ers' defense is typically one of their greatest strengths, but depth has been tested early in this season. The coaching staff now faces the challenge of shuffling rotations and relying on less experienced players to step up on both sides of the ball. One of the most significant ongoing storylines for San Francisco is the status of tight end George Kittle. He is currently on injured reserve and is expected to miss more time. However, there is optimism surrounding his recovery. Team officials believe Kittle could return after Week 5, which would provide a massive boost to the offense. In his absence, however, the team has struggled to find a reliable replacement. The tight end position in Shanahan's scheme is critical not only for receiving production, but also for run blocking and protection responsibilities. Until Kittle returns, the coaching staff will continue experimenting with makeshift solutions that have yet to fully replicate his impact. Wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk is another name that looms large in the injury conversation. Reports indicate that he is still not close to returning. Aiyuk has been one of the most consistent and explosive weapons in San Francisco's offense, and his absence creates a huge void that the team has not been able to adequately fill. Without Aiyuk and Pearsall, the offensive attack lacks its vertical threat, which places even more strain on the running game and short passing options. Deebo Samuel, when available, has taken on additional responsibility, but defenses are able to key in on him without the distraction of other top-tier weapons. This unbalanced situation forces the 49ers into a predictable offensive rhythm, something the Rams' defense will attempt to exploit. Mac Jones now carries the weight of guiding the offense under less than ideal circumstances. His previous starts have shown flashes of competence, but consistency has been an issue. The quarterback position in San Francisco demands a sharp understanding of timing, quick decision-making, and precision in short and intermediate throws. Jones has been tasked with not only filling in for Purdy, but also managing an offense stripped of many of its top targets. This means leaning heavily on running back Christian McCaffrey and short passing plays to move the chains. The coaching staff will likely try to simplify the offense to give Jones the best chance to succeed while minimizing turnovers. The trade market is another area where the 49ers' name continues to surface. While there has not been a blockbuster move, there has been growing discussion about the team potentially exploring options to strengthen the pass rush. Names like Trey Hendrickson, Bradley Chubb, and Kayvon Thibodeau have been floated in speculation. While no deal has materialized, it underscores the reality that San Francisco's front office is not satisfied with the current state of the roster. Injuries have forced their hand in some areas, but the defense in particular could benefit from adding another consistent pass rusher. If the team does decide to make a move, it would not only be about surviving the current stretch, but also positioning themselves for the long haul of the season. It is important to recognize that the 49ers are not strangers to overcoming adversity. In recent years, they have weathered injury storms and still found ways to remain competitive. Head coach Kyle Shanahan has often been praised for his ability to adjust game plans around available personnel. However, there are limits to how much adjusting can be done when so many key players are unavailable. This week will serve as one of the toughest tests of Shanahan's creativity and leadership. Finding a way to compete against a divisional rival like the Rams, who are healthier and motivated, will take one of the best coaching performances of the season. On the defensive side, the absence of players like Beal and Watkins means the secondary and defensive line will be stretched thinner than usual. The Rams' offensive attack has found rhythm in recent weeks, and their passing game in particular could stress San Francisco's defense. For the 49ers, success on defense will depend heavily on players like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner maintaining their high level of play. If the stars on defense can dominate and force turnovers, San Francisco might be able to mask some of the depth issues caused by injuries. Another angle worth considering is how these injuries and potential trade talks affect team morale. Players are well aware of the narrative surrounding their team, and with the number of key names missing, confidence can sometimes take a hit. However, locker room leaders such as Warner, McCaffrey, and Samuel will play a vital role in maintaining belief and focus. For a team with playoff ambitions, this is the type of moment that can either galvanize a roster or expose cracks. The next few weeks will reveal which direction San Francisco heads. From a broader perspective, the timing of these setbacks could not be more difficult. The 49ers are still trying to establish momentum early in the season, and divisional games carry added weight in playoff positioning. Dropping games against rivals like the Rams could have long-term consequences for seeding later in the year. This makes the matchup even more crucial, regardless of the personnel challenges the team faces. While fans may be frustrated by the string of injuries, the reality is that the 49ers must find a way to adapt on the fly. As the game approaches, attention will remain focused on Mac Jones and how he handles the starting role. He does not have the same skill set as Purdy, but he has an opportunity to prove himself on a big stage. Every performance matters not only for the team's immediate success, but also for his future role. If Jones can keep the offense steady and minimize mistakes, the 49ers may be able to rely on their defense and running game to keep the contest competitive. If he struggles, however, the Rams could gain control quickly and force San Francisco into a difficult position. The injury crisis facing the 49ers is undeniably severe, but it also sets the stage for potential breakout performances from lesser-known players. Sometimes adversity opens the door for unexpected heroes. Young receivers and depth players will have chances to show they can contribute when the spotlight is on. Similarly, backup defensive linemen and defensive backs will need to step into roles they may not have expected so soon. How they respond could determine not only the outcome of this week's game, but also their standing within the team moving forward. Ultimately, the story of the week is one of resilience and adaptation. The 49ers are battered, but they are not broken. While the loss of Brock Purdy, Ricky Pearsall, Jauan Jennings, and others is a major blow, the culture of the team has long been built around overcoming challenges. With Mac Jones at the helm, Christian McCaffrey carrying the ground game, and the defense striving to hold the line, San Francisco will attempt to defy the odds once again.